Hello, viewers. It's Cynthia Michael from Scooby Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, let's go to the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, the episode starts off. So basically, Koharu was still inside the cracked airship that Victor built to try to steal the vessel. And he was still at the vessel's empty, at the vessel's empty, crate. Empty crate. The vessel's crate. Crate that is being carried in. So basically, it's contained crate and whatnot. So basically, Koharu had a flashlight on him. So basically, he found a port in the vessel's containment crate, and put his flashlight inside the port. And copy the data from the vessel's containment crate while Koharu was doing that. Mugo was outside being attacked by the robots that was there to attack the vessel. So basically, the airship that was the robots that was in the airship was on the airship that was attacking was protecting the vessel, was outside and was attacking Mugo, and Mugo got wounded. So basically, Koharu was able to get the data from the vessel's containment crate and her it got to Mugo just in time and then managed to escape before they got surrounded by the rest of those robots that was protecting the vessel. So anyway, meanwhile, back at Hidden Easters at the Hokage office, Sasuke was talking. So basically, Sasuke was talking to Naruto, along with Boruto's team, about his investigation of the Karma organization and whatnot. So basically, seems like ever since the incident. Ever since that incident back in the valley, seems like the Karma organization has been quiet. I've been trying to figure out where the headquarters is, but so far I had not got any information about about where the Karma organization's headquarters is. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, So Sasuke was that. So anyway, Naruto. So basically, so after Sasuke was done talking about his investigation on the whereabouts about the Karma organization, Boruto was still pissed that his father used a scientific ninja tool, used that new scientific ninja tool prosthetic on him during the spar match. So basically, Boruto was still kind of pissed, and also was pissed over that, and plus that whole thing he did at the juniors and make him more pissed that his dad used that scientific ninja tool on him. So that's when Mr. Kisuke shut up. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Please forgive me. I'm terrible at some of these names. Please forgive me. Mr. Kishki showed up, like and Boruto was not happy to see him. So basically, tells us that Naruto wants Boruto's team to escort Mr. Kishki and this new prosthetic arm that he made to the research facility at the new research facility. So basically, and we tend to. I'm terrible at these fucking names. So basically, Naruto wants Boruto's team to escort Mr. Kishi and this new prosthetic ninja 2 arm to the research facility at Wheel 10 at Wheel 10. So basically, Boruto was like, you know what? Boruto was pissed off that his brother used that started taking Ninja 2 against him, and that Mr. Kishi, now he has to escort Mr. Kishi and that started taking Ninja 2 to the research facility. He's like, he just left the office all pissed off. So anyway, so basically, the others feel Sawada and Michi say that don't worry, Boruto will come around, and do this mission. So, and that's what Naruto told Michi and Sawada to make sure that to keep your eye on Boruto and let me know if that mark on his hand starts to act up. So basically, Naruto say that I want you to keep your eye on Boruto's mark, and tell me if that mark activates or not. So basically, Sawada and Michi said, okay, we'll let you know if that mark on Naruto's hand starts to activate. So anyway, Boruto was at the Thunder Burger restaurant, was just sitting there all mad and pissed off that about the shame that he did during the treating exam, that basically Boruto was the real reason why he's mad because he used the scientific ninja to cheat during that tuning exam. So basically, Boruto is still ashamed about that. We're still ashamed about using that scientific ninja and almost got stripped on his ninja rank and by his dad pulling the whole billet. So basically, Boruto, that's the reason why Boruto is pissed. So anyway, Michi managed to talk Boruto, managed to talk to Boruto, and Boruto said that, even though I'm pissed off about what went down, I'm gonna still do the mission. So basically, Michi was trying to talk Boruto to do the mission that his father assigned that Naruto assigned to do, but Boruto said, even though I'm pissed at even though I'm pissed off right now, I'm gonna still do my job. So basically, they hopped on the thunder train with Mr. With Akashi and the new scientific and the arm that he made, and they hopped on the thunder train to go to the research facility and at Wheel 10. So anyway, when they got on the train, they was looking for so basically when they got on the train, they was looking for seats. It turns out that that little Owl was on the train. So basically, they sat with Owl. Meanwhile, back at the care organization's headquarters, Jigen was being checked out by Otto, and Otto said that Jigen, you're okay, everything is okay with you, and Jigen said that we still have a traitor in our ranks. And Otto, what do you mean? We took care of Victor. Victor was the traitor. He's not the traitor. Well, he was one traitor. Jigen said that someone else took down the airship. Where the vessel was being carried in. So basically, that Jigen believed that it was not Victor who forced his airship to crash. There's somebody else in there. There's somebody else that there's somebody else in our organization who must have forced Victor's airship to crash with the vessel. So basically, Otto was like, oh, so basically it could be. So basically, I would say you thinking that it could be one of our members in the members like you. So basically, Jigen figured that. Jigen figures that one of our inner members must be the one behind the whole airship crashing with the vessel. So basically, but Ottawa says like, which one do you expect? And Jigen's like, I don't know, but but we need to force that to whoever the traitor is in our inner circle. We need to force him out. We need to force whoever that traitor is out first. So basically, is not sure who's the traitor in the inner circle is, but Jigen is sure that they need to fuss that traitor out, or to figure out who that traitor is. So basically, I always say like, what? So basically, like Jigen was telling Otto, let's keep this between us, until we know who the traitor is. So basically, I would say agree with Jigen that let's keep this between us until we can figure out who's the traitor in the circle is. So anyway, meanwhile, back on the Thunder Train, Mr. Koski was happy to see a little Owl again. So basically, like I was saying, oh, Mr. Koski, I tried to come see you, come see you, but you was gone. So basically, like Boruto is like we're still bitching about scientific ninja tools, about how bad they are. We're still on the high horse about the negative effects of scientific ninja tools. And so I want to say that you play video games all the time. You play video games all the time. Whether yes. Scientific ninja tools do have the benefits, like they do have the benefits and all, but it doesn't make them a bad thing like video games. So anyway, so I was trying to defend scientific ninja tools, trying to prove a point about Boruto, bad mouthing scientific ninja tools and whatnot. So basically, blah blah blah. A little Owl. So basically, Mr. Kashi was adjusting, was doing some adjustments to Little Owl's, prosthetic robot arm and shit. Wow. So anyway. Boruto started to talk to Little Owl, and Little Owl was talking about how he lost his arm during the whole during the whole Great Ninja War and whatnot, blah blah blah. So basically, like and also he's talking about he haven't been home. He hasn't been home to the Mixers in a long time. So since after the war. So basically, Mr. Lord Al has not been home to his Misfits in a long time. So anyway. Boruto is Boruto was was open up to Lil Al, and all of a sudden, once Mr. Koski was done, adjusting Lil Al's arm, he was he took the screwdriver that Mr. Koski used to adjust his functional arm and hold it towards Boruto's throat, hold it close to both their throat. It's if you was my enemy back then, this would have been it to you. So basically, I was I was trying to pull a point. We're trying to do a point, we're trying to put a 2 point that that you shouldn't doubt, you shouldn't really, doubt technology, because even with my prosthetic arm, I was able to catch you off guard, and also you should not let your guard down for anybody. So basically, I was trying to make 2 points against Boruto. You should not doubt new technology, and also you should never let your guard down for anybody. So anyway, the train stopped at the. So basically, the train made it towards the train stop, and both of the others, left the train and said goodbye to Lil Al. So basically, when Boruto and others got off the train, Boruto felt that Lil Al seems like a nice guy, and Sarada was the dude hold a fucking screwdriver towards your neck. You should not be open up to people such much. So basically, I both are right, because I may seem like a okay guy, but at the same time, I was you should not let your guard down. So basically, so I was telling Boruto that you need to stop opening up to people. You need to start opening up to people that you see, because because you always let your guard down. So basically, I could kill you if he wanted to. So basically, so I was telling Boruto that, don't open up to people, don't open up to people you just met, because you never know, that person could catch you with your guard down and kill you. So basically, Boruto was okay, Sarada, Sarada, and headed towards the research facility, and took Mr. Koski to the research facility. So anyway, back on the train, turns out that Kojin was on the train sitting behind Lil Al. So basically, Lil Al. Lil Al, turns out that Lil Al is an outer member of working for the care the Karma organization. So basically, coaches said, so why you went to go see Mr. Kiski? Because turns out that it was Lil Al who put the genjutsu on Mr. Kiski, got the scientific ninjutsu technology from Mr. Kishi by putting him on that genjutsu. So basically, the real reason why I wanted to see Mr. Kishi because he was to make sure that make sure that he doesn't he was going to kill him in case he remembered who put him on under the genjutsu in case that Mr. Kishi remembered that it was I who put him on the genjutsu. So basically, I was going to kill him. Was to want to kill Mr. Kishi if she remembered that was him who put him on the genjutsu and made him to build his scientific ninjutsu tech to made him made him build his scientific ninjutsu tech and whatnot. Coaching was told that I need you to go find the vessel. There's an airship, but the vessel is the airship. There's an airship that crashed with the vessel. So basically, I need you to go there, and get the vessel back and take care of anybody who and take care of those take care of anybody who gets near the ship. So basically, Carson said that this crate has some special weapons for you. So basically, Coaching left the train, and I was like, it's been 16 years since I seen combat. So basically, I'm gonna enjoy this. So anyway, the episode ends off, but we see Mugo, we see Koharu carry an engine Mugo, away from the airship, away from the area where the airship crashed at, and I decided to go back to finally get to combat, and this how the episode ended with saying to himself, it's been 16 years since I engaged in combat, and it seems so excited to once again to go back into combat, working for the Karma organization to get back the vessel and take out anybody who retrieve any info about the vessel and retrieve any info about the vessel from that airship, and this is how the episode ended. So this episode was a good episode. So basically, we know that I was a traitor, and we know that I was a traitor. So basically, we got a lot of things, and we also know that there's also another traitor in the circle of the care organization as well. So anyway, this was a good episode. So anyway. Like always, what do you guys think of this episode? Was it good, was it bad, or just okay? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, it's Cynthia Michael from Scooby Channel 1.